Hello everyone, welcome to Infinity Stack. In this video, I will show you how to build a complete chatbot application using the MERN stack. It's going to have a modern and clean interface. For example, when we type something like what what is JavaScript, the response will directly come from our server. For the frontend, we will use Next.js, and for the backend, we will build our API with Node.js and Express.js. This tutorial will be in two parts. The first part, we will focus on building backend API, and the next one will move on to frontend. I highly recommend you to code along with me and try it by yourself. If you have any questions, feel free to drop them in the comments below. So let's get started, and please subscribe to our channel. Stay with us. Thank you. So let's start the first part. So we will open the CMD, and here we will go in my D directory. So let's create a folder named MERN Chatbot and go to in that directory MERN Chatbot. Now create another folder that is MERN Chatbot server, and now go to that directory MERN Chatbot server. So this is our directory open using VS Code. Now we need to do it npm in it. So we have initialized the npm and say okay, our package name will be MERN Chatbot server. Version will be same. Description, let's say MERN Chatbot. Entry point will be our index.js. Test command, okay. Git repository on it. Keywords, empty author, stack, license empty type, okay. And we can start. So you see that our package.file, this one file is installed. Now we need to install some packages. First install npmi course, then we need to install .env, then Express, Mongoose, and Node.js. So it is installing. It takes few minutes. Yeah, it has successfully installed. Now we need to create here index.js file. In package.json, let's say type would be like module. We want to use the module type, and here let's say start will be our start node index.js. This will be our start, and another start def will be node.mon.index.js. Okay. Now here we need to create file.env. Here let's say we use the port 8000 MongoDB. We need to paste them. So we need to go in the let's go in the MongoDB to create a chatbot. I need to sign in here. If you haven't any user, just sign up from there. I'm using the Google sign-in. So after signing, this portion is come. So here we need to create a project. So I'll click on that. I need to create a new project. So let's say new project. Name it MERN Chatbot. So this will be our project name. So let's create it. Okay, we have created the project. Now we need to create a cluster. So let's create it. Name will be same. It will be the free and cluster 0. Okay. So create for deployment. Here we will use this is our username and password. Okay, we have to create. Then choose that we need to create a user first. Then choose the connection method. We use the MongoDB driver. So just waiting processing. So this is our DB all the portion, and just paste it here, and everything is saved. Now here we need to say give that okay, it's done. Name it MERN Chatbot. So let's put it here. So here we just need to paste the MERN chatbot here. Okay, and now our DB setup is done. env. Now we need to create a package.file. So let's close this one out. Let's put it clear. So we need to initialize first express. So let's use hit the terminal and let's use it. Import express from express. So we have import express. Then we need to import the .env. Import .env from .env. Then we need to import. Well, let's import course for course policy from course. Then we need to import the mongoose for database connection. We have to import the mongoose. Yeah, now we need to initialize our app. So course app to express. Now we need to put .env.config. Now we need to initialize our port to process. So this will be our port, and now we need to declare the middleware. So first of all, we use the use Express.json. Now we need to initialize the course policy in the middleware. So course. Okay. Now let's start. Now start the server app.listen. We will initialize our port, and here we say that console.log server is running. So yeah, if we now start npm run start dev, so we'll see that our server is running. Now we need to connect with our databases. So for that we use the mongoose.connect method. Here we will pass our process.env. Let's say our name is MongoDB, and then we will use the then methods. Then we will receive callback. In then we have the callback whether this connection is correct. Let's set console if success. Then there will be that connected to DB, and another is so if another is catch. If any error is found, then we say that connection is failed. Console.log error connection failed, and we will show the error message as well. So as we log in, let's see our database is connected or not. Okay, it's server is running. Wait. I see our database is not connected, because in that case we need to go to in database network access. Here we need to like edit. Okay, so in the database options we see that we need to add a network option. Not like that. So in database option we would go to IP address access list. Here we need to put allow access from anywhere. So now if we confirm it, just wait a second. It will, when it is activate, our database will connect it. Let's check it. So it's taking time for activating. Yeah, it's now activate. So if we now go to in our database, let's save it. We'll see our database is connected. So now we have our database connected. Now let's create a controller folder. And another folder is routes. So let's create another is models or models file is. Then so in the route folder we will create, in the route folder we will have the chatbot route. So in the chatbot route we need to same initialize import, let's say express. We need to import express from express, and we need to use we need const router, which is from express dot router. Now export default router. So we have exported, and here we need to just say that we want to router dot post, and here we will see the let's name it message, and here will be our controller. So and now let's create a model. So for the chatbot model, so we need to use the first user model, user.js. Let's say limit user model. So here in user model we need to import first, we need to build a schema, import mongoose. So we have imported mongoose, and let's make it a schema, const user schema new mongoose dot schema. So here will be the sender will be, the type will be string, then there will be the it will be required true, then let's keep an enum, it will be the user, then one thing is text, we will initialize text, and it is also the type will be string, text type will be string, and it also required true, and let's give a timestamp, so that timestamp will be, let's give a timestamp, b type date, in timestamp type will be date, and also default time will be date dot now. Okay, now we need to export const user, just name it user, and we're going to export that mongoose dot model user schema. Now we need to export the user, export default user. Okay, so we have exported. Now we need to create a controller. Let's create a chatbot controller. So, and also we need another model, that is bot model. Let's say bot model.js. So we need to create a chatbot bot model element. So let's copy from the user model so that we can haven't make too much. Here the timestamp will be same. Here just rename it that bot schema, and here will be the bot schema. Here will be the bot. Let's name it bot. And now here just text will be same, no need to send the okay. So our bot is model also done. So now let's create a controller. So in controller we will give some question, generative question in the chatbot, so known question. If user type on that question, we will give answer. If don't, then we will give answer not found, this type of message. So let's start it, the controller. Let's first export const, let's name it, controller name is message async, we need to import as well to async function. Here we get request and response. We will then put a try catch block. Here if error, then if the first we need to get the text from the body. So we will get text from rec.body from our client side. Now text if no text, then just needed that, then we will return them. Return, let's raise dot status. Status will be 400 and dot JSON. So, let's give a mass success. Success will be false, and then the message will be successfully created. So then the message will be no text found. And if that part is gone, now we need to get our user. So for that we need to const user user. So we'll initialize our user schema. Let's import the user model schema user.get. So we'll create this user. Center will be always user here because we don't, and then the text. Now bot response. So I have already the bot responses file. I will give you in the initial file. You can import from there. So this is the generic message. This is the responses I have did it. So now let's create. Let's normalize this text. Text. Here we will text dot to lowercase. And also we don't want to extra express, for that we use the trim. And now let's get the bot response. Bot single response. So it will be that our bot responses normalize text. If not found, then we say that sorry, I don't understand. So and let's give another. I have one. Okay. Now we will put in the const bot. Our bot model, bot schema. Now we will create that. Your text will be bot responses. Let's format this selection, and now return would be status will be 201, and your JSON here user message. Let's give a user message user.txt, and let's say bot message bot.txt. Yep. So if any error found, let's check if any error found, then we will give we will return this. So return res.status 500. Here we will .json. Here just throw a error, and that will be the invalid server. Internal server error. Okay, now we have export this. Now we can import in our chatbot route. So import it. So message. Let's open the message. Yeah, we have imported. Now we need to import in our individual file. Here we will use the app.use. So inside that after connection we use the app.use. Let's give it version 1 API slash version 1, and now we need to initialize a chat bot. So we need to import this route from routes. It will be in the routes folder in Chatbot. Okay. Now if we save it, just npm. So what is 0? Do you need? Okay. Okay. Let's format this as well. Default chatbot routes. So let's check it. It says that can file the module and import it. Let's check the error. So I think the error is basically we use the type here. Type will be. So if we now save it, we can check. Yeah, our issue is fixed. And now let's try it in the Postman. Let's check it in the Postman. Our name is like if we check. That is API version 1, and what is the route name? Let's copy the route name. This message. So if we now put type API version 1 message, let's try to in the code is let's see the text. So first check why is working on it. So is there is keep that sorry I don't understand. So let's give our responses right away. So what is Python? Let's ask that question. What is Python? Let's see. Yeah, it's give us correct that Python is. So that's it. In the next part, I will design the front end using Next.js. So stay with us. Thank you.